Hello, my name is Jeremy Wolf. I'm here with my final. It is a NEMS Linux SNMP server hosted on a Raspberry Pi. And we can see right here I'm at the home page. Typically the home page does not look like this. My computer does not want to display everything properly, but the links still work. So we're gonna look at Nagios Core right now. This is the home page for, or one of the many home pages for monitoring SNMP traffic. If we look at hosts here, we have one setup called NEMS. That is going to be the NEMS Linux SNMP server that comes set up default. And we also have one here for switch 1. That's one that I set up. Right now in my topology I have two switches. The one that's set up now and the one that I'm going to demonstrate how to set up in a little bit. If you look at the services here, we can see what it is looking for SNMP wise with our devices. We can look at, for switch 1 I set up to check ping the device, make sure it's up. You can check DHCP, make sure that you're seeing DHCP offers from this device, and then just a redundant check ping. So it looks like those three, which are the important ones, are up. Pay no attention to the critical one. So right now I'm going to go through and look at how to configure a device for the server. So we're going to go to nconf here, and we're going to look at our hosts. And here's the same host that we saw on the core page, NEMS switch 1. They're here. So we're going to add one. We're going to name this switch 2. And we are going to give it the IP address of the switch. And the operating system it's running is, well, it's a switch, so tell it's a switch. It's going to be monitored by default Nagios. And we're just going to pull in the template of a generic switch. Contact groups here, this is who you're going to contact if the device goes down. By default it's admin, so we'll add that. And the parent host, this is the trees that it stems from, I guess. We're just going to have it be NEMS for now. And then here we have to put the check attempts for the ping that it's going to do to check to see if it's up. So we're going to say that it checks 4 times every 1 minute. If it doesn't get it, it's going to retry 2 minutes between each retry, and then it's going to wait 10 minutes before sending out a email to notify that it's down, and it's going to wait 20 minutes between intervals of that email, and then we're going to put it in the switches group lastly. Okay, and here's the services page. This is the page where we add what services we want to check on the device. For our purposes right now, we're just going to look at ping, make sure we can get to the device. So we're going to add that. Sweet. And then we're going to modify it right away. Really the only thing we need to do is look at the attempts. So we're going to do the same ones we had before. So for 1, 2, 10, 20. And then we're going to submit that. And then it's all going to be ready to be added. So we're going to generate the config here. We're going to deploy it. And looks like everything worked. So we're going to go back to the core page. And we're going to look at hosts. As you can see, we have switch 2 added and it is pending. So right now, it's trying to ping the device, see if it's up. So we're going to wait a few seconds here. And as you can see, it's up. If we go to service detail, looks like it's still pending here, so we'll refresh that a little bit. So I'm gonna look and see what happens when I unplug this switch from the network to simulate it going down. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So the switch is now unplugged. So if I refresh host details here, in a few seconds it's gonna realize that it's down and it's gonna say that it cannot be reached. Yeah, see, it says that for 23 seconds now. It's been unable to ping. So that's the general use of an SNMP server. It's going to check what devices you have on your topology and tell you which ones are down. It's really helpful to have if you have a lot of devices. Anyway, this has been my project.